Welcome back. I am Claudette on MsPuff Creative Corner, and I am working on some upcycled Halloween DIYs. I've saved empty containers for times like these. So if you're interested in seeing my creations, please do stick around. Let's pull our sleeves up and get started. First thing we want to do is get printed paper, and we're going to go ahead and create a template of a candy corn. So I'm measuring this 9 3/4 inches. So I'm going to go ahead and draw that candy cane on 1/2 of the paper. So when you fold it down, you'll be able to cut both halves so they'll be equal in proportion. So I'm using a pencil so I'll be able to erase to create a nice get a nice fat. I like my candy corn to be like fat to the bottom. And so we're going to fold it in half and go ahead and cut that down. So the tip on this was a little pointy, so you could round that off if you would like. So I already created a template, and I have my black lines set out, and those are 3 1/4 each. And so I'm going to take a cereal box and go ahead and trace my candy corn on that and then cut it out. And then I'm going to take some carbon paper and put it on top of the my original project and put the template on top of that, and I'm going to outline those block section. So the 3 sections to differentiate my different colors. So that's what I'm going to do. So you just take a pencil and mark that. You don't have to take those lines all the way out. You could just make a little mark so you'll know this where the separation is. So I just took that carbon copy from an old receipt book. Then I'm going to go ahead and get my acrylic paint. I did the base of this with Mod Podge, matte Mod Podge, and then white acrylic paint. So now I'm taking a multi-purpose satin acrylic paint in the color lemon, and I'm going to go ahead and coat the bottom with yellow, and it's going to take about 3 coats of paint. For me, that's what it did. So I'm going to go ahead and bring in some orange, and that is outrageous orange, and that's satin acrylic paint. Now I got a 10-pack of acrylic paint off of Amazon, and they're 2 fluid ounce in size. So I'm also using an angle brush, and I'm using some water. I have my little glass of water for each color so I don't contaminate my brush. So that angle brush works nicely so I could get close to those lines and keep my lines. Now to the very top I'm just going to use the white acrylic paint for that. So you could use any brush that you have in stock, but try to use water so it'll go on smoothly. So I'm going to leave that dry, and then I went ahead and used my Cricut Joy and create this little sentiment. It's called Trick or Treat, and I used it in black vinyl. So I'm just using my scraper to get that down, and my transfer tape, and pulling that off. And I just like the font on this Trick or Treat. And the Cricut Joy is such a marvelous tool. It's nice, small, and compact. I'm starting to use that a little bit more and getting to learn about the Cricut Joy. I'm just going to take my black paint pen and make some marks around the edges, like a little dot and a slash, a dot and a slash, all the way around my candy corn, just to add some character to it. And that black makes the color look so much better. So I'm going to decorate up the candy corn, and I had different pieces, the ghosts, I had some Dollar Tree spiders, but I'm going to go ahead and use these little black cats that I used from some dice set I got from Stampin' Up, and I'm just going to add that, put some glue to the back of that and add that there. to either side. I'm going to add some Match Podge along the white, and then I'm just going to add some glitter glue. I think I'm going to add some glitter, fine glitter to the top, and I think that glitter is by Sullen, and I got that fine glitter from Walmart. And then I'm just going to add some Match Podge throughout the whole candy corn so that could be more durable. So that's looking good. So what I'm going to do is take a gingham black and white ribbon. I got these ribbon from Walmart around the holidays. So, and this is a wired ribbon, so I'm just gonna tie a little bow, and then I'm gonna take some glue and just glue that to the top of it. And I am using some fabric glue, which works pretty well. And then I am going to do take my reverse tweezer and apply it to help that to hold those together so it could dry. And then I'm going to add some little eyes and a little face to the bottom in the yellow, and I'm using my black acrylic paint to add the eyes. I took the paint pen to create the circles first. Then I'm going to take a white paint pen and just add some white dots to bring those eyes alive. 2 dots and a little slash. And I'm just going to take a fine point little brush to add some lashes with it, and I'm using that black acrylic paint to create those lashes. And I'm going to take my paint pen and just add some eyebrows, and that wasn't coming out as dark as I would like. So I'm going to come back in with that fine point brush and apply some black acrylic paint to those eyebrows. Then I'm going to draw a little smiley face with my paint pen. And then I'm just going to take a little peach marker and add some little rosy cheeks. Then to the back, I'm going to add some hot glue, and then I'm going to take a wire cleaner, a pipe cleaner, and add some glue on top of that. And I'm going to take a little piece of black felt and add it over that, and this way you could take that, use that pipe cleaner to adhere your candy corn, whether to your Christmas tree or to a pole, to just help hang your decor. So now DIY number 2. You see, these are wee containers, glass containers. So I use them for all sorts of stuff. You can see that I'm using it to for water to clean my brushes. Now what I'm going to do is the same paper plate that I had with the colors on there. I'm going to add a little bit of the light spackling. And the light spackling, I got the Red Devil spackling to each section. And I'm going to mix that in with the color. And I'm taking the wee glass, and I am taking a little popsicle stick that I got from the Dollar Tree and just adding that color around the bottom. So I'm just eyeballing it to create that candy corn look. And the spackle is helping the paint to adhere to the glass, and so you want it nice and thick so it doesn't leak down and it stays on the glass. And you want it nice and thick so you don't have any spaces that shows through the glass. So we're going to do that with the orange as well as the white. Like I said, I'm just eyeballing it. And you could take a Q-tip and clean up around the edges if you would like. I kind of just use my finger and a napkin. And this is a messy job, but it's fun. And I like, this is all new to me, but I tried the Dollar Tree tool bench lightweight spackling, and that was hard for me to work with. It was not as thick, and it have like a gray color. People say like they have a gray color, but if you add a little bit of white paint to it, that would make it come a little whiter. But to me, it stayed that gray color, and it just was too runny. So I like the one that I got. I like the Red Devil one so far. You know, this is just my second time working and creating this sundae, this fake sundae, and so far I think I like the Red Devil spackling. So I find that once you're putting your spackle and your paint along the walls of your glass, it's easier for me to look on the outside, so you could see exactly where the edges meet, and you just come straight around, and it does not have to be perfect. So this could be like a sundae or a parfait. It looks more like a parfait, so you dry that overnight. So I'm taking the toilet paper roll, I cut that down so it just meets just below the rim of that glass. Add some hot glue so it could stick to the bottom. Then I cut out a circle to go on top of my glass, so my whipped cream could sit on top of that the cardboard. I just cut that circle out of the cereal box. And what I'm going to do is add some hot glue and adhere that on top of the toilet paper roll, so it could sit on there. So once that's stuck down, I am just going to add some spackle to the top of that, smooth it out. You don't have to have that much in the middle, just along the edges, so then you could see like the ice cream there to the bottom if the whipped cream does not cover the edges. So I'm going to add some hot glue to the middle of it. I'm adding a small foam ball that I got from the Dollar Tree right on top of that. You could also use foil paper, just roll up some foil paper and use it on top of that, and just use what you have within your household. So now I got some I got some icing bags and the tips from the Dollar Tree. So I'm adding some of the lightweight spackling to that, and I didn't mix any color to that. I just like the thickness. You could mix a little bit of white to it to make it a little creamy. I think the next time that's what I would do. But here I'm just adding a drop of the yellow and a drop of the orange, just to have like a swirly color in it, and that is not all white. And then I'm going to try to squeeze that spackling down to the bottom. But my mistake here is what I was stinging on the spackling. I should have made that a little full, because I didn't get a full stream of the design going around. So I just my stream kind of stopped, and it just didn't give me a full stream. But this is the second time I'm doing it, and the first time that I did it, the spackling that I used from the Dollar Tree was just too runny. And the purpose of using the foam ball here is that your spackling or your whipped cream does not fall. It just keeps that shape of the whipped cream. So now here you're going to see I have to just go around and fill in. See, it was running a little bit because in that bag was the original spackling from the Dollar Tree. So that original mix was a little runny. So I just clean it up and wipe it around, and I'm just kind of hitting up the small little spaces that I have, because it wasn't a complete straight stream. But it still, to me, came out beautiful. And it's just a learning process. So now I had some orange and white straws. I cut one in half, and I'm gonna go ahead and add some hot glue to the tip of it, and you want the jagged tip inside and the straighter tip to the outside. Then I have these orange pom-poms, and I made it look like a cherry. I created a stem out of clay and colored that up. I'll show you how to create that here shortly. Just add some hot glue and add that cherry to the top. Now I got these little foam snowballs from the Dollar Tree. Originally it was white, and I just added a tip of orange and yellow to create these other colors to create my sprinkle. So I'm just gonna go ahead and add those sprinkles along the top of that whipped cream. I was thinking about adding a spider to this, but I like how it looks just like that. But to add a spider to go to with the Halloween theme, that would be so nice. So what I'm taking is the air dry foam clay, the air dry clay, and just taking a little piece. You're gonna leave the tip a little fatter, and then you're gonna just make the end a little skinnier to create your stem for your cherry. Then I'm gonna add some brown, and that is chestnut brown, a little drip of the chestnut brown, and a little bit of Clover Fields is a green. Rub those together, mix those together. Then you're just gonna add your clay to that, your little stem, makeshift stem in that, and then let it dry, and then you have your little stem for your cherry. So what I did is I take the pom-pom and make a little space, and then just add, I'm just touching up the stem on the original one that I did. So this is a pom-pom. I had got these sets from Michael's, and that's why I got the straw too from as well. Let's make a little space in between there and add a little glue, just some liquid glue there, and just add your little stem that you create from your clay. So DIY number 3, I'm going to take these old containers from what I have mixed nuts, and I have a lot of those, and then I had these little stickers from the Dollar Tree, and I'm just going to decorate this thing. So this jar that you could add candies to it, and this is just would be so cute that you could have sitting on your office desk full of candy for the Halloween month of October. So here it is. I'm seeing exactly how I want this to be placed. Originally I had these the black spider. It have the little clip on. You take the clip, and then I cut off the little tip off of that. But then I also had the orange spider. I think I'm going to use that one, and they have glitter on it. So I had this gingham ribbon, black and white ribbon. I'm going to create a bow, and I'm going to add that to the outside of the cover. So I'm just going to take my scissors and just create some slanted cut edges to the tip of the legs of the bow, and give that a nice little shape. So I'm just going to add some glue just to the outside of that cover, and just add my bow. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is, I think it just need a little bit of color on there, so I'm going to add some orange cardstock to the back, so you could have that spooky looking light kind of effect. And you could see where I have my spider is orange and it's glittery to the top of the cover. So I'm just going to cut out. Originally I was going to trace it out and cut it out, but it's hard to get into those little angles, so I'm just going to cut out the little pieces to go behind the windows and the doors. And I'm just going to add some glue to the card stack and add it to the back of the wooden, these are wooden stickers actually, so nice little stickers from the Dollar Tree. And then they had the little foam stickies to the back. I just took those off so it could be leveled on my container. Then they had also these stickies in pumpkins, the jack-o'-lantern pumpkins. So, and some of the pumpkins had the orange glitter, so I thought that would go nice too, just to balance off that black. So black and orange really looks good. So I'm just going to add some hot glue again to the top of that color and add the orange spider. So I'm just going to add some hot glue to the back of the wood pieces and decorate the front of this. This would also look good with a whole lot of candy corn in here too as well. So the little witch, add that to the top. She's flying through the sky. And then you had this little floating jack-o'-lantern in the sky too as well. So I think that came out pretty cute there. This is my 3 creations, guys. I hope you guys got creative value from today's video. Thank you guys for tuning in. If you like what you see here, go ahead and hit the subscribe button as well as the bell icon so you can be notified when I upload my latest videos. This is Claudette. I'll catch you guys on my next video.